being in Canada, listen, I've lived in the States my whole life. I'm as much American as I am Canadian, but I am a proud Canadian. And the sense from Canada right now, political wise, is that they are arrogant assholes.
So 5 seconds left in the game. Do you believe in miracles? Yes! Unbelievable.
It feels like the Americans are probably the villains now, even though they haven't won an Olympic gold in, almost 50 years now. I go back to the Miracle on Ice. But it's a team that's loaded, I think, from front to back. Like, that is as deep a team that you're going to find. But when you're kind of the villain and it's sort of you against the world, and maybe in this case, literally, does that rally a team?
Well, just quickly, I'll let Barney answer that. But quickly, don't forget, like 2010, Team USA was the villain. Like, you're in Canada. Yeah. You're in Canada amongst everybody. Like, Ryan Kessler was from a Vancouver Canuck legend who was an absolute villain in that city and that country for those 2 days leading up to that gold medal game. So U.S. has played that role in the last 15 years at least. But it is a little different, I think.
Yeah, the answer is yes. Easy answer. You go into a hostile building and listen, the United States, being in Canada, listen, I've lived in the States my whole life. I'm as much American as I am Canadian, but I am a proud Canadian. And the sense from Canada right now, political wise, is that they are arrogant assholes. That's just the sense of Canada. Yeah. The United States doesn't feel that about Canada right now, as a whole, but the Canadians do because of politics, whatever it may be. But we've always had a sense that Americans are arrogant, and there's that arrogance towards them. And I think there is in the hockey world too. And now, it used to be Canada way up here and the U.S. was right down here. Now we're right here.
Now it's tight.
That national development team that they put together years ago has really changed the landscape and money and all. It's so tight now. So yeah, they're our arch nemesis now, because now Russia isn't part of the equation because of politics and everything that's going on in the world. So I think it's awesome for hockey. Again, the thing I miss in the NHL a lot of nights is rivalries. Yeah. Playing in Buffalo on a Wednesday night, then going to Toronto on a Friday night. You know that rivalry and you expect it, and it's crazy. And we don't have that as much anymore. That's just evolution of our game and our society. But we get the Olympics, we know the Americans hate the Canadians, not as people. They just, that rivalry is there. Yeah. And they know they're the two best countries at hockey because Russia is not there. And they're the two expected to play each other. And there's that, these guys have played against each other all growing up. And there is that inner rivalry that's awesome for hockey. And that's why I'm excited.
And it goes all the way back to Carey Price's dad, Seaball. You can't lose that game. If you're on, like, again, the winning's great, but you can't lose. You can't Team USA losing that Four Nations game was heartbreaking. Way more than it was exhilarating for any of the Team Canadian kids. And that's going to be the same in this Olympics.
I got one more thing to add on the Olympics. I will say, and I know it has nothing to do with hockey. It's all politics. It is too bad the Russians aren't in there.
It's brutal.
You know
it's
what
brutal.
I mean? I don't want to say it's not it is a very real tournament. Don't get me wrong. And it's still going to be awesome. But I think
just better with the
tournament, it's a hockey tournament's better with the Russians in there. So
yeah,
it's too bad.
Then it would be chaos. Then it's full on chaos because you're going to get a semifinal where you could get Sweden, Russia in the finals if the four teams are playing each other in the semis.
And we all grew up hating them.
Yeah,
changes everything.
Yeah,
there was the hatred.
Rivalries. I miss the Russians.
And everybody hates them, right? Like, that's the best. Finns hate them. Swede hate them. U.S., Canada. Like, those games are incredible.
This is what heat sells. Ultimately, right? Absolutely. Heat sells. And this is where you think of all of the moments that the three of you probably remember most are probably the games, and especially the regular season ones, against your arch rival, right? Superman Lex Luthor, Batman Joker, Luke Skywalker Darth Vader, Bruins Habs, right? Like, whatever it may be, Florida Tampa now, right? Like, it's like heat sells in terms of rivalries. And when you're missing the biggest villains on the block for the better part of the last,
I don't know if they're the biggest villains in the block now, boys.
Wow, fair. Yeah, fair. Good
Don't know if they're the biggest villains in the block now.
That's what made it would have been even more interesting. Who's Canada cheering for, Russia or U.S.? Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, that's funny.
So go just to quickly, hypothetically, Russia's in. If Russia's in, do you see them getting on the podium with the squad that they like? With the depth of the field, like, do you think
goaltending?
Yeah,
100%.
Who's scoring a goal on?
They could win gold. They could win gold.
100%.
My only question would be, and I know who's their decor?
And that's the only.
Yeah. That's like, how deep do they go? Like, obviously they're star heavy, but what's the depth of the field look like for that roster?
Yeah. We tried filling out. The owner of the Stars was here for Thanksgiving a couple months ago. We got into this exact conversation, and he's like, well, and I was talking about the Russians, and I said the exact same thing. I'm like, man, it's not a hockey tournament if the Russians aren't there, in my opinion. And he's like, okay, let's fill out the roster for the Russians. I'm like, yeah, okay. And I went at it, and I will say, like, top heavy. But then I do remember the decor. I was like, ooh, I might have to dig into the AHL here a little bit. I'm running out of names, but
you would be like top pairs like Sergachev, Provorov, Gavrikov, Romanov, Zadorov, Orlov.
Yeah.
They'd put it together. It wouldn't be elite, but they'd put it together.
Yeah. I got one more before we're done.
Tommy, would you count with your experience? Would you have enough time incurred from your time in the KHL to count as a Russian international to qualify? Komodorov,
Yeah, Komodorov. Yeah, they'd have me fly back over there. They'd have me in handcuffs. Is what would probably happen.
Hey, I played with Zubov.
Assault charge out on me.
I play with Zubov. Zuby could come back with his 3 packs of cigarettes and still play.
Got it. I can't. Barney, I got a question for you, and this is a little off topic, but I wanted, because I saw you were there. I've talked about it on the podcast before. How did you talk to me about your Utah experience?
First of all,
going to the game, did you have the whole thing?
Yeah, the cleanest place. You fly into that city, that airport, literally every best restaurant, Maggiano's in the place. And I was like, oh my God, mouth watering already. You can eat off the ground, like, beautiful. Then you go through the city, absolutely clean as can be. Listen, shuts down early. People a little different. Like, it's a different culture, but I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Being there, the building's great. They're redoing the whole thing, but it's almost old school, like the Bell Center, where it goes straight up, which I absolutely love, and like Chicago, where the fans are right on top of you. Fans are pumped, man. Fans are excited for that team, and for them, they were out of a wild card spot when I first got there, and now they won 2 games in a row. They beat Vancouver, then they beat Detroit. Vancouver, what a shitty team that is, man. Sorry, going off topic, but man, I think that, you know what, Seaball, I think you can even get in the mix. You can play on that team. You can make it. You're much more visible than Pettersson, I can tell you that. They are terrible. But the whole experience was great. I can't wait to go back. Not a lot of snow, which was crazy, but I was told next time got to go to Park City, and I'd like to go back and have a few extra days to really, really enjoy it, like on a different experience than just doing a podcast and going to the game.